Because so much to talk about. Not really so much, but still so much to talk about. Yeah, I'm down to start it.
Yeah, I
Where's
agree.
Twilight at?
I don't know
He's
where
in bed.
Twilly's at. He's kind of AFK around these times. I feel like he's either like down to fucking talk in the morning or at night and no in between.
Yeah,
But
bro.
yeah,
Yeah, so
What's
what's up, Kaz?
happening, Castaway, my brother? How's it
what's
going?
going on, bro?
Would you like the chapter, Kaz?
Yeah, it was good still. I'm happy we're back on to killing the king, you know.
That I just was so happy that they actually like didn't do what they were said last chapter with the whole they convinced him to fucking like whatever the shit they were saying. That didn't seem like it was possible. But I kind of like that we're actually getting a look into the struggle and the fact that the king can't just do whatever he wants. He has to actually politically do it, even though by his politics just slowly killing them off. But the
Yeah,
resistance is like a thing.
Yeah, I still
I'm
find it
glad
weird
it's
how it took
changed.
like half a year, but I am happy that the king stayed true to his character. He's like, fuck these guys. Like, I don't
For
give a shit.
sure, bro. I'm not saying he's my nigga, but some king shit right there.
And
Can't be a
that's a
king on
pretty
like
sus statement, Draco.
how.
Cause you told me in DMs that he's your nigga, and now you're saying I'm not saying he's my nigga, implying like a
Thank
little
you,
something
thank you.
something.
No, I'm saying now is what he's doing is king shit. Like that, I would expect a king of his like style of ruling to do that. So for him not to do it, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Even though obviously it's awful, but what Moten was saying is right. If Roku gets not for me, I don't give a shit if 100,000 people die. I want to see some top tier battles. But if Roku
Yeah.
dies, it makes sense in the story.
You know what's disgusting? The
What?
like the last page when the dude was talking about like how he's gonna commit like a travesty with Riboku and people are gonna remember, and he was like laughing. The little
Yeah.
kids were like laughing too. It's like he groomed them to think exactly like him.
I just thought about the same
Oh
thing.
shit.
I
Yeah.
just like I don't want hard to start draw that shit anymore. Just like
For
keep it
real.
head up. I don't want to see any kids. Fuck that. That's disgusting. It actually
Yeah.
pissed me off. But
Yeah, what's up,
Why you
Tom?
gotta show him?
What's good, bro?
what up,
Nothing
Tom?
much, man. I
What
think
you
this might be
saying?
my first
What's
time
good,
talking to you.
Draco?
I don't actually remember us
Yeah,
talking
bro, I think it
before.
is.
Now we definitely
kinda
had
crazy.
streams before in the past.
Well,
I
you and
definitely didn't.
Tom might. I don't think I have though. Well, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like your stream or like, I don't know. Maybe you're right. 'Cause it might have been like an Outer Haven thing. But one thing I got mad about was in the first chapter talking about they were partying for 3 days and 3 nights. I didn't see any bitches, bro. That pissed me off. That pissed me
Hmm.
off.
There must
You
have
might be
been.
onto something.
Like, what was that shit? Dude, King is partying for 3 days and 3 nights with just dudes. There has to be his harem has to be an open up. Lend them 100 bitches from the king's harem. Even
Yo,
though
Shin could
I
fucking go to Denu and be like, go build me a house, but he can't have Denu get his guys to go find him some bitches. Like, what's up with
facts
that?
like what the hell? Tell him General Shin is requesting your audience. Hella lines. You know how these women are like they spread their legs. At least in past China, they spread their legs for like fame for their family and shit. So that's how it goes. I'm not saying that's how it should be. I'm just saying that's how it goes.
But it's gone full circle because people do crazy things for clout now too. So, shit.
Facts, bro. That's actually literally full circle. Like honestly, like they'll actually be down for whatever if they can like take a ride in your Rolls Royce. Like, come on.
True.
All ass dirty ass men have like the hottest bitches because they have money. I'm like clout, I guess.
But yeah, so were you guys caught off guard by any of the promotions? Do you feel like someone didn't get enough of a promotion, or maybe they got too much?
Honestly, I don't even recognize some of the names. So, like, I need your help with some of this shit.
I just glossed over that, to be honest. I don't really care.
Bro, you definitely
I
cheated in that one quiz. That's like name like 100 Kingdom characters, and you're like, bro, I got like 98% accuracy.
I don't remember. I must have been because I was like, Garu is the guy from the Dukyo unit, right?
Yeah,
So I was Gakurai then because I thought that was the same. Like
that's
that was
he's like the
big
leader
one.
of that unit.
yeah. So he's also part of like the yeah. I knew it. I knew they were both like Dukyo units, and I'm glad. The thing I focused on was like the number of cavalry to like the number of like infantry, like that like dictates to me like how strong the kind of unit is and shit. And I'm glad that they gave Garu like 500 cavalry because he does his own like reconnaissance missions himself and like does flank like helps out areas he needs to and he needs like that much cavalry as like opposed to N who only has 200 where like most of his people are like foot soldiers that he's commanding to like hold specific
Something
points.
I'm wondering is, did they go back to Dukyo's lands and try to recruit more Dukyo soldiers, or is it like literal newbies? Because there'll be like a big difference in strength then.
Now, I think for sure, like they went back to their own lands. Like, that's the only way to fund these armies, right? It's not like Kin has men in like stock somewhere to, like keep adding to these armies. They have to like go to their specific people and recruit them the same way they would run. Maybe they did some trials as well, like they did with the Archer Bros. I'm pretty sure for it to be part of the High Hyo unit, I think they had to be like specific to Dukyo's lands or something.
I don't know. Maybe I think they'll just be regular people that they recruit from for posters off like a normal job in it. I doubt they can like go like get
Yeah, but
Dukio's
isn't
men.
Dukyo like a great general level person that like has
Yeah.
like a bunch of land and people? I doubt the only people in his army are just the 500 that we see here or
No, it's
1,000.
definitely not. Like most of
Yeah.
them just retired or something.
But his
Yeah,
land is most civilians though. Like it's not just like soldiers living there.
yeah,
He's
because
just
like
a lord of there.
the men are probably mostly like the one that are ambitious, probably groomed to become soldiers. But like Jonkin was saying, most of them are probably retired, and even then, they probably didn't even think Shin was worth like joining maybe at that time. But now the general, they can like get like more fame and shit. Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
true.
I just like this layout. For Hard that hates showing numbers, he finally showed us numbers of anything. I like how he
Right.
fucking showed numbers here.
I was kind of
What's the
annoyed that
problem?
N has so many men. Go ahead, Tom.
I was about to say, like, what surprised the hell out of me was that we see Seki.
Seki?
like,
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is
yeah,
Seki?
That's another
But
question.
like he's like the tribe. He was like the first tribe that they had in a group, like from the beginning.
Oh yeah, I know
And,
what
like,
you're talking about.
Was he like the guy in Sanyo that's like, I have the best ears, like you can count on me or some shit?
Right, exactly, bro. And like we haven't seen him in the ages, bro. Like what the hell has he been? And
I'm
like,
glad
now he
they-
has like 100 troops.
Bro, we
I'm
haven't
glad
had
they, like,
we haven't needed his
justified
ears
that.
for a while, man. The
The
next
thing is,
time we
right,
have a
like,
strategy that needs his ears, he'll be there.
I think that like the fact that Seki of all people got it makes sense because like his ears and shit. But like I doubt that these 100 troops are anything special. So like if
I
they
mean, they're
need
scouts, so probably not.
yeah. But like I would assume that you want some good troops in your scouts, so like they don't get easily cut off and shit. It doesn't seem to be that crazy to have 8 scouts now, but it's not more about their strength. I guess the way they relay information is their strength. I guess.
Yeah,
What were you
unless you're
saying
from the
about
Wilson
N's
Army.
troops? Like 1,000? I know. Like I was surprised too, but like it makes sense. He's one of the OG lieutenants.
He has
That's
more
like,
than like Ryusen, more than Dene. I guess Dene is kind of trash, but more than Ryusen, come on.
Yeah, who? I missed that.
Who else?
N.
Oh, that's
yeah.
legit. I don't see the issue.
No, I think N is legit, bro. Like I'm not even gonna cap.
And I'm glad. Like was the thing with N, he doesn't have that much cavalry. He has like 800, and like then you has 500 cavalry more than him. Which like I feel like that amount of cavalry kind of dictates like how powerful you are as a unit. Because like you could do more with like horses than you can with men in terms of traveling and
Yeah, it
shit like
depends.
that.
Someone like Sugan, of course, he's gonna specialize in
Of
infantry,
course,
even though he's
yeah.
powerful.
Yeah,
But N had some feats in this war, but other than that, like I would not place him above fucking Denyu, Ryusen, Sugan,
yeah, for sure.
Nakare, Garo, Naki.
Okay. I see what
I
you
feel
mean.
like they're on the same level as him though. Like the infantry commanders are like lower than the lieutenants, but they're not like under the lieutenants. So like they're also straight under from Shin. It's like it
Maybe.
seems like
Yeah.
they're on the same standing as those guys, but like they have like less responsibility maybe in terms of like what they could do. Cause they're not like
Naki should have got more than 1,000 men.
that's another thing. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
What about
people? Where's the people hyping up Naki, bro? Right all over and shit. Get the
I
fuck
don't
out of
even know,
here.
man.
How the hell does this nigga still have 1,000 men? Before people were saying, oh yeah, cause what's his name? Ranks don't really matter in Kaki's army. You have good people being like only like Marin was pretty good. It's 5K commander and shit like that. And this guy fucking still had 1,000 men in the Rishin unit that has 10,000 people.
Well, he
Fucking
started
trash.
from barely anything.
No, he still had his 1,000 men that he took from Kanki.
He took 1,000?
Did he?
Yeah, he was a 1,000-man commander from Kanki, and he took his men. He took his Naki clan and left with
I
them.
didn't know.
I thought they had less because he was like that hit and run unit instead of an actual fucking like battling unit.
1,000 is like a small enough hit and run unit in terms of like the grand scheme, I would say.
Yeah,
But like,
and the countryside.
you can have people in the reserves, like they usually probably have not their entire army running at the same time. They have people in the reserves they could replenish and stuff. Like it wouldn't make sense for him to be 1,000-man commander in Kanki's army then leave as a 1,000-man commander and not take his unit with him. And I feel like in Conky's army, it's more like the majority of the unit is tribe based, so like his tribe probably takes a big portion of that 1,000. And he's one of the head figures of Conky's unit. Like, no, they showed that how he conquered all these tribes. He was in the inner circle. He definitely has like 1,000 men that he can take if he wants to. He was leaving, and it wouldn't really affect Conky's unit that much by having 1,000 less men.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
How do you
depends.
feel about-
'Cause-
I'm a fan of Naki, but people make it hard for me to be a fan of him because how they overhype him. But like, how is
wanna
telling
dick
us
ride
something?
Rido? It is what it is.
1,000 men.
Bro, Ryder's
Oh,
meant to be a
hard,
general,
bro.
but Naki is still at 1K.
I got Denyu over Naki, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
How do you feel
Now-
about Shosui, man? Like, he only has like 1,000 men. Like, I would have thought like he would have got more. You know what I mean?
He had 1,000 cavalry though. That's some good shit. 1,000 horsemen.
Yeah.
Wasn't he always on that though?
I feel like I wanted
Um,
to see him be a 2K commander, maybe 3K, but 1,000 is
Exactly.
straight, I guess.
Yeah, he kind of
Yeah.
like that's another thing you're saying about N. Like him being on the same level as N is kind of tough because he's like I think he's way more useful than N, but it depends on.
Bro,
the
if
situation.
Twali was here, he would be arguing for N, because he fucking had N, like, morale boosting them at the fire versus Gyon in, like, his top 5 moments. It was fucking insane.
I guess it doesn't like it's not like an N feats thing, but like just seeing N a person that you don't expect that from do it is in itself a great moment. So yeah,
I guess.
maybe I don't know.
Top
I
5,
think-
well, that's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyoka having 35 infantry, I guess she has like her scouting unit, which is her cavalry, I guess, and the infantry is because she is really like a more of a foot soldier because she operates on the ground most of her battles. So it makes sense for her to have infantry like that. I was kind of surprised though.
Yeah.
I kinda-
Karyuten has
I kinda
100
wanna-
bodyguards. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I was like finally
Yeah,
getting
that's
that
right
shit,
there.
bro. They gave her like an actual bodyguard. Like she was in the HQ before, but it didn't seem like she had like any designated men, and she sometimes would send the people she had with her as messengers. So now for her to have 100, hopefully there are 100 strong bodyguards like any HQ would have, would be sick.
Yeah, I'm wondering
shit
if
is
they're like
never-
the top of the army or something
Yeah,
to like
I think
guarantee your
that-
safety.
Yeah, that's what I'm
If
assuming.
her
they are.
bodyguards are getting attacked, his unit's fucked up, so I doubt they'd be put to use like that much.
Yeah, I could see that.
This was like sick. Archers have 800 archers, but they got straight promoted, like 800 man unit.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
800 fucking archers under them.
Mhm.
And my boy Taku K, the guy that never lost a soldier in his whole entire military career, he's leading 200 men now, so it might be time for him to finally lose a man.
Yo, I have a question though.
That
Like,
guy's
I said I was
still
bad with
playing.
names. What is like? I know the Tom brothers were new at this war. Who was the other guy that was like a promising dude that's new? What was his name?
So Kanto?
Kanto? Is he not on this shit? He's not like giving anything. That's tough.
Yeah, he's not on it.
I assumed
Yeah,
he'd be on
probably
it,
a 10
honestly. There's a
Might
100
probably
man
be a
commander.
10-man command or some shit, So.
Yeah, I thought he would
Yeah,
be as
'cause-
well.
Because like the way they were putting so much focus on him, shit. And like I thought he would like take on the will of the guy that died. Probably like try to replace him.
What do you guys think of Kyokai being a 5K in general? Because people are like, after how much shit not to do to become 5K, her getting it this easily, like it's fucking trash, that type of shit.
I don't
I
know.
want to know.
It makes sense that she's
Go ahead.
so good, Tom.
I was just like, I want to know her condition right now. Like, is it like back to like not I wouldn't say like full health or anything like that, but like like she got all her like strength back or anything like that. But like, how is she gonna utilize her current situation?
I feel like
Okay.
she's gonna rely more on tactics and just be like a
Yeah.
bigger part of making strategy to make up for her being nerfed, like physically.
I feel like it's a physical nerf, but like an overall buff because she doesn't have to rely on that and take herself. She doesn't have that drawback, so she can like work on other
Right.
aspects of her army. Her being a 5K commander, I expected, because like she was a 3K commander
Yeah.
before, and we've seen people jump from 3K to 5K, like 10. Not Moten and Ohan did. Ohan did. I don't know about Moten, and like I guess like she didn't have to do as much as Shin, but she's also kind of riding Shin's achievements as well. Like anything Shin does, she gets a slice of the pie. So that's again like by proxy given to her, and she has shown herself to be capable multiple times. So I guess Shohyuken thought that she was definitely capable of leading. that
Yeah,
much
something
people.
I was questioning, I think it was like last chapter, is do they have to get like recognized by the courts to get promoted to a certain thing, or like can Shin, because he's the general of the army, be like, okay, I need a certain amount of 1,000 man commanders, even if they don't have the achievements, since I'm the leader of the army, I can make you this because I need it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Ogiko is like a
I
1K
was
commander,
I
right?
was I was thinking about that, and like it seems because before he wasn't a general, and I assumed that was like when the people decide. But now that he's a general, I feel like he has like full control of his army. So like, remember how I don't know if it was like a supreme commander thing, but Mogu promoted 2 or 3 people to 1K commanders in a war and shit. And I feel like
Yeah.
as a general,
Yeah.
you have that legion, and that was a special situation. But like your own men that you're like training the entire time and know their strength more than let's say Shoryuken or Shibunkun. Like definitely, I feel like you should be able to promote them themselves.
I
Like who
agree.
would have known Bihei is a 100 commander where they wasn't for Shin telling them? Like no one would have known that. So like they were probably
I was
Shin.
thinking. Yeah,
Shin
go
would
ahead.
give it. No, I'm done.
I was thinking that it had something to do with Kario 10 going back to Chohei-kun like multiple times and like getting like details from her and like
Yeah.
it had like she was like she had logistics like I think she's in charge of the army, right? Like she's in charge of logistics
Yeah,
and
she is.
everything else that comes with the army, right? So
Yep.
like she had to be like giving information about different squads and different commanders and like giving like the body count of each men and like and the men that they lost and whatnot. So I
So
was
like
thinking like maybe she had a role to play in like getting Kyokai and Bihei like 100 man and like 5,000 man commander maybe.
I agree with you that she probably has like a role to play in like with obviously Shin assigning the people their numbers, but I think that
Right.
she's never gonna go into that much detail with Shoryuken about specific people and like how well they did and like up to the fucking 100 man commander level or like even Bihei 10 man commander level. That makes me think
Yeah.
that they leave that kind of shit to the generals to decide. It makes sense when they were 5K commanders, they don't have that privilege, but now they're the generals. Like I think it was a cast said it. Ogiku is like a 1,000 commander. No way is he a 1,000 commander, but they gave him 1,000 men because Kanki the Toro. So like he's still
Mhm.
recognized as such. You can promote people within your own army in any manner you feel like, in my opinion.
And Conk Pro knock it over 1K for a reason, you know. But
Literally, like I'm telling you, like imagine if he. Like, I'm not going back to Kanki. But it's not a Kanki stream.
yeah,
You don't want him to be a conky string either, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm actually getting a headache. I was talking to myself, right? I'm like, I'm not bringing up Conky anymore. Like, till in 2 years, I'm not bringing up Conky. Like, even though I don't bring him up most of the time, people do. But
Let's move on past the
yeah,
fucking upgrades.
this was sick though. Amazing. This made the chapter good.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. It said that they're going through even more brutal training for the next war. So I'm wondering, like, damn, they might be like even fucking stronger now. It's gonna be sick to
Yeah,
see.
I
One
just
thing
know.
that was
For a
weird
whole
for me
month.
is like the fact that they were already there and it wasn't like an official like with Osen, like they said he was the supreme commander and everyone like went at the same time. I know this is a different scenario and it doesn't have to be as fucking like perfect the way they invade, but it still has me thinking like, is it because Osen's gonna be the supreme commander again and because he already had that epic panel and moment that Hara doesn't feel like he needs to do it again? Is that why
What do
they're
you,
already
what do
there
you
in these
mean?
lands before like the leader of the campaign was decided? Like I don't know.
Are you talking about like why like Olsen wasn't shown with them going with them? I feel like that he wasn't shown 'cause he's already there, and it's not like they're reinforcing Olsen, but they still haven't decided on what their steps forward are. Because I don't know how long after the ceremony this was, and I'm pretty sure Ten and Shohyu and Moki were talking about that. Shohyuken has like a bit more to do in terms of a plan to decide what he wants to do with Gyo and like the Kantan invasion. So it could be like they're just supporting Osen and them the same way Moten went and support Mobu at the True Lines. You know, it's not like a official campaign, but like stationed there until something pops off. Basically, that's what I thought.
I feel like they're gonna start shit like pretty soon.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. That's why I feel like we're gonna see that panel then, where like Shohyoken or someone is gonna come to where they're stationed and like give out the orders of what they're gonna do if they're gonna attack Kantan again. Which it seems like they are because like they told us everything about Gyo and like not Gyo, what's near Kantan and shit. I just think that they're here now just as like a precaution. Same way after every arc they go back to where they were before until like they give an order, I guess. Especially after big arcs like this. I'm pretty sure they were in Senyu for a long time after Senyu happened. Stuff like that. They went back to it.
yeah. I pretty much agree with that, to be honest, because there's no war really going on at the moment for Ocean to be like supreme commander or anything.
Bro, speaking of that, like, if Olsen was a supreme commander for Gyo, I see no reason why he's not supreme commander again. Like,
Yeah.
like
And there's no
specifically.
need for like a massive panel again, like we did
Probably
last.
will
No,
be.
there definitely need like a panel like that. This is like the fine. I'm talking about once they announce it. Obviously, not announce it now. That's what there wasn't one now. Once they announce it, it's gonna be like a sick panel, like the last expedition into Zao before it becomes.
It's
King's
weird
Land.
because you would think it's not necessary because of the battle itself. Like Riboku's not here, so you'd think it'd be a lot easier. But then didn't Molten say this is gonna be even harder than Go, which is like fucking insane?
That's bro.
Oh,
That
shit,
was like the
Wait,
most
let me see.
interesting part of the chapter because what's stopping this shit from having moats too? So like, if that was impenetrable, like what's stopping this from being impenetrable? How are they gonna tackle it now? It makes me think that what's his name, Osen thought that was impenetrable due to the time they had in terms of like their food supplies and stuff. But maybe it's not impenetrable if they spend like years sieging it or whatever.
No, he said it's the perfect city for if you attack it. Also, I'm assuming also meant like in every single possible way to attack. Like,
Yeah,
you
but
wouldn't
like
be able to
if
conquer it.
But like the question I posed us earlier was, what's stopping from like these two that are even closer to Kantan and it's supposed to be harder for them to be taken as well, to have the same construction that was given to Gyo. Like if that's not the case, I'll be pissed because what's like no chance it's not. Like why would you not take the measures? Oroku took every single measure to make it impossible for Zao to be taken. So if he's gonna leave Gyo to be an impenetrable city, he for sure has to leave these two cities surrounding Kantan to be impenetrable, and Kantan even harder to be.
Well, it depends on how much time he had because he was like fucking racing to fortify the area in Western Zao.
Yeah, but I feel like this wasn't even like a thing you do now. It's like just by proxy of it being the central of Zao. It should be like by far the hardest part. The closer you get to the capital, the harder it is to take. You know what I'm saying? Like progression wise.
It depends
So, like,
because fucking he never expected Go to be taken to begin with. And with how much fucking time like even the previous era had, you would think like by Riboku's age Zao would already be like fucking fortified out the ass or something. But it doesn't work like that, I guess.
I was gonna bring that up too, because like what's stopping from RSJ, Rempa, and Kosha when he was there, I don't think he had much.
Maybe just funding. You can't like fucking just focus that much on military.
And,
yeah, but like, wouldn't it be crazy though if Gyo had moats and this one didn't? I'd be like, what the fuck? It doesn't take long to dig moats, bro.
We know that you can siege a city with moats because when Riboku met with Ryofui, and Ryofui like got that one extra city out of him, that one city had a moat in it, and they said like it would be hard for Kin to take it, not that they couldn't take it.
Yeah, I think that's what makes me question. Do you get what I'm saying though, Jonkins? About like when Osen said it's like the perfect city, and like he can't take it was force. He took into account the fact that as soon as they leave Ritsubi to take it by force, they're under a time limit of supply, and it's impossible to take it within that time limit. Or do you think
I'd
just
agree.
like a never? Okay, yeah, because I feel like that's crazy. I feel like that would be sick though. They give I'm not gonna mention Kaki's name. Osen has to take this.
Yeah.
It makes no like why would you send him to take Gyo, which is super, unless like you said, they didn't know how dense it was in terms of defenses.
But something crazy is if Moten already considers this harder than the Gyo campaign, how hard is it going to be when Riboku fucking shows up as well?
For real.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If this is where Kanki gets the job, what is that about for Trail Boys? What is like? If they give this to Kanki, I cannot wait for the conversation who's gonna have, because you guys throw it in Osen,
man. It's not happening.
throw it in Osen for having the arc previously with another arc that's harder, like by a couple folds in terms of it being harder without Riboku and not with Riboku. Come on, bro. But if it's given to Osen, it's GG's. Like, God, you gotta stop.
Well, as you were saying before, the reason why I think RSJ couldn't like fortify anything that much was because he's only just a great general, not like a prime minister or anything. So he has to get permission, I guess. Whereas Riboku could just fortify whatever he wants.
Maybe that's true.
So that's why probably Zao wasn't really well fortified.
I'm so excited for this arc, bro.
But did he say
Hongo
those
and
cities themselves? Wait, I don't think he meant those cities themselves are like built like Guild, as good as Guild or Molten though. Just maybe the position and everything with all the armies around.
Yeah, it's the position. They're probably well fortified, but like you said, not as good as Gyo.
It's like two strong, well fortified cities in content proximity. Like, he says we have to take care of that. What up, bro?
What's up?
Yeah, like I agree
I'm
with what
just
Cass is
listening.
saying. It's probably not gonna be like Yo, which is a shame because if it's like Yo, it's just like it's gonna be a pain in the ass, and I want to see. Not really a pain in the ass because I'll be excited to see what tactics Osen or whoever's taking it, Conky, is gonna like take to
Maybe
take a
they copy
fucking.
Gahome. The thing
They
about
called
Gyo too, it's not
Yahome
just the moat, it's like the watchtowers. Like they're like
watch towers
fucking
and
big as
shit, bro.
shit.
It's like
The walls are
Kokyo
high.
Pass, like a city of Kokyo Pass level.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But
Yeah, a lot
Like
of the each
that's
general
like
gets tossed
having
to the
like a
sea.
battle of siege in a city. I feel like let's say like a military tactic. Let's say if you're Zhao, do you meet them outside the city to fight, or do you let them siege the city, then meet them outside of contact to fight? What do you think is gonna be the thing, the strategy? If you would do it, obviously we don't know.
I
But
mean, if Riboku isn't there, then obviously I would just defend the cities.
yeah, but even like because I feel like Roboku is kind of limited in what he can do if he's in a city. But like if the city itself like it's so strong that can take like so much sieging, you might as well utilize it until he can't anymore. Then go outside it and fight. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
But like, we'll be mad if like each general, like Yotama, Kanki, and Osen just have to attack one city each, or
That would be
maybe
dope.
both cities, and then Roboku retreats to Kantan, and then all three hit him at Kantan, something like that.
Do you think it's gonna be the
That's
same
what that.
three people again?
That's
Uh,
why I personally think that it's gonna be. They're
Or
gonna since they
follow?
just got promoted to generals, they're gonna leave it up to these niggas to figure it out on their own how to take that. Like you know what I'm saying? You just promoted them to the big stage now. You feel me?
Yeah,
And all three of them together, that's a 35,000 man army. That's a big army. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty big
mm,
when you look at it. You know what I'm saying? So they might
but
just leave it up to them to prove their worth.
but the
I can
scale of this is
understand.
supposed to
Yeah, I
be
can
larger.
understand that in like other battles, but like Drake was about to say, like the scale of it, like they're saying apparently it's going to be even harder than the Gyo campaign, which I find hard to believe. But if that's the case, like you can't really just leave it on them.
I mean,
but I
No,
think
but
the
see, no,
nuts.
but that's to me, that's exactly why. Because
mm,
remember, they in the Gil campaign, they had Olsen, the wondrous mind, thinking for them. You know what I'm saying? You take him out of the equation. How hard does it make that whole campaign? Probably 3 times harder. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that I
but what?
think that they're equating that into it. Like he might
So
not
you
be there.
so you're saying
That could be the
Moten and Shin
case.
have like inside knowledge that I don't know. I don't want it to be like that.
I think it would be dope though if like since there's three
Yeah,
cities, assuming we hit all of them at once, like the M3 take one city, maybe the weakest out of the all, and then Kanki one and Osen Kantan, while he waits for the rest to come help
exactly.
him. Something like that.
Maybe,
That would be
but
sick
like
for them three.
you're they were
And
speaking about the cities though. They were saying that they're bolstering the defenses of Inner South. So, like it was, I know, only half a year, and it's not with Ruboku's discretion.
Mm.
Like, but do you think they added some shit to make it like fucking
see,
crazy to take?
y'all remember in early Kingdom, like early stages of Kingdom, like there was times where Shin had to, with just him and his high Shin unit, had to pull off some unprecedented feats. You know what I'm saying? And to me, this is equivalent to that. This is the feat that we've been looking for him, Ohun, and Moten. You know what I'm saying? And
They
and
have been
and
doing
I guess
pretty unprecedented shit the
no,
entire
but I'm
time.
saying on their own, on
Okay,
their own.
okay.
You feel me?
I
This
see what
is
you're
it.
saying. I just don't see it happening that way. I feel like the fact that Yatawa, Kanki, and Osin are Yatawa and Kanki didn't even come back for the ceremony because they're like staying there to reinforce it. And now if Osin's there as well, it feels like they're gonna be involved. And but then
Mm.
like you said, there could be their own entity in the army the same way Kanki, Osin, and Yatawa were their own entities in the last arc, and they have like their own ways of doing shit, which would be dope. Like they're like, yo, like what Cass was saying. You three, you're in charge of taking that city the same way Yatawa was in charge of taking Ryu. That'd be dope to see.
But
That'd be
also,
Yeah.
but you see what Morton was saying about them three are enough to be a bigger army. That could be like foreshadowing though, because Morton said pretty much every Zao army is like in front of Gyo at the moment. So the
yeah,
M3 might have to like fight a whole army on their own, which
yeah.
would be sick.
I agree with that. It's definitely gonna happen. They're gonna like what you said. That's definitely a foreshadowing point. And even if
Mm.
that wasn't even stated, I still assuming that that would happen because what's the point of them being generals? They're not gonna like actually face off this full armies against other generals, even though they
Yeah.
have been doing that as of now, like last arc. but this time it's gonna be an official thing. It wasn't because Akko died or something, or Mako died.
Komotan and Ohan are pretty much smart enough to go up against like everyone but Roboka and Olsen, and Kanki and give them like a good fight, I guess.
Yeah,
Even Shin, he might not be like
instincts wise, yeah.
even though
but
I was about to say he when it comes to smarts, he boxes rocks smart, like, but when it comes to instincts on the battlefield, he on that.
yeah,
He can contend as well. Like, I feel like all of them can contend with big armies. Just at a certain point, it gets too much, and they need like the experience and expertise and numbers of like a big army that Austin and them provide.
yeah.
I'm just excited, bro.
this.
This is crazy. Yeah, you like exactly. I'm excited, bro. It's crazy.
Look at Gohan, mate. Look how much he's leading, and like them two are smarter than him, so it's wild.
Don't let somebody say that.
Yeah, and you see how Noya was saying like it's foreshadowing. To me, it's also foreshadowing when you look at Shin saying, bro, he's the only way we get this great general of the heavens title is, you know what I'm saying, pulling off some shit, taking down Roboku type shit. Like, so it's basically the moment where I'm looking like, okay, now you saying you trying to do the real deal, put it on your back situation to get it done. Even though he does that all the time, but this one with no planning from outside sources, none.
Yeah, it's
Just
all left
them.
on their hands. It's not like a big plan from Shoryuken to like misdirect and shit. It's all like the people go in will like have the freedom to make their own plans.
Them imagine that, like, you know what I'm saying, them three, whoever they got their strategy, you know, that come to the little tent, because you know how Conky got his little homeboy who he always consult with too. Like certain people have their little extra man in the tent when the plan's going down. So them three and whoever they have with them, and they all discussing what the situation gonna take. That'll be a very dynamic thing. Even though we've seen a little bit of it previously with Ohon and Shin, but it'll be on a bigger scale because it's way more at stake.
Yeah, for real.
Speaking of the Great General title, I think like what Jonkin was saying earlier about not having a panel of Osen now. What if the next time we see Osen or whoever's leading the arc, if it includes Osen or whatever, that's when they get like Osen, who's been promoted to a Great General, will be leading the invasion against Kantan. That'll be a sick moment. But like I was saying, I want him to talk to Sai, so I don't know if that's the case. We'll see.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think we're getting the talk.
Yeah, because he's probably back
but then I for sure think he's gonna get promoted before he leaves this stake, this big of an army.
Yeah, I could see it. One thing about that Riboku panel is people have been speculating when exactly is Shin going to be a GG, when exactly are the 6G system going to get brought back. And if that is foreshadowing, then it probably means like mid-series, because after they beat Riboku, then Shin becomes a GG, and then surely the 6G system gets brought up like shortly after.
I don't think Shin is becoming a GG just beating by Riboku, especially if it's an arc of this kind where it's so much big hitters already there. It's like a group effort. They beat Riboku.
I mean, I don't think they beat Riboku this arc.
Oh, you want to think? Oh yeah. What do you think? What's your theory on that?
Well, I think the only reason they're attacking is because they think Riboku isn't going to be able to join the battle. So when he joins the battle, they're going to have like their hands burnt, and they're like, shit, we can't like just straight up attack right now. We have to do something else. Like they might attack Wei or something, and like Osen and Riboku like stalemate in the meantime.
That's gonna be crazy, dude. What if that would make it like bullshit though? Like why would he say this arc is gonna be even harder to do than the Gyo shit if Riboku's not in it? Like the question you were posing earlier. That'd be like, then it'd just be, I guess, overhyped from Mahara, maybe.
No, it's never. Like I said, Draco, you keep looking at it from a standpoint, whereas then they're gonna have these super minds thing. If Riboku ain't there, then and who was the only person who could think on his scale? It was Osen.
Cocky.
Hey, stop playing with yourself.
Oh, come on now, like
let's not start it.
Hey, Conky's that guy,
there, bro.
For the sake of conversation,
of course he's that guy, bro. He's a goon, bro. I'm talking about think on his level.
For the sake of conversation, yeah, Osen is the only guy. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know how long y'all been talking about the chapter because I came in at a random point. But I was gonna say, what did y'all think of that dude, Shunsweeji?
We didn't reach that part yet. We're going chapter. We're going by
Oh,
page by
okay.
page,
Yeah, we like
man.
to go in chronological order.
But
We're
the
at the
thing
part
is,
Okay,
where
okay.
we're at the
Right
part
now
where
we're on
they're-
Moten and fucking Shin pulling up. They had
What's
like
the
their little
difference?
moment they did
Oh,
at
sorry.
Sanya when they're like, "Yo, 1,000 man Commander Shin, 1,000
yeah,
man
I
Commander
remember.
Moten."
I
Yo,
was
I
just
thought that was a
reading
pretty
that
cool
the other day,
callback.
too. Yeah.
I was saying this to Hater. I said, bro, why the heck does Moten look like a older Kario 10, bro? Like, nigga, he looks so
Everyone hates the
girly, bro.
design. He went full gender bender, bro.
Bro,
He
he
was
straight
like,
up looks
yeah.
trans. I don't like it.
Mogu's disgrace.
I
Man.
said,
I mean, nothing
yo,
wrong with trans people. Just like he just doesn't fit. Like Moten is a dude, you know. He's probably not even trans himself. So
I said, if I was
Disclaimer.
mobile, I'd dent his whole head in. Love him.
Well, look at that guy
Bro.
that Mobile gave him as well. It's the same fucking thing. Like, what the heck?
yeah, that's why he kicked him out. Like, get the fuck out.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's weird. I would not expect someone like that to be in Mobu's army. And I guess
That's
it doesn't
why-
matter if he's actually strong, but Mobu doesn't seem like the type that fucks with people that like look girly and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just think that like remember that theory you had, Jonkies, about just Mobu is the strongest person. You have people from all over the world trying to come and join his army because he's the strongest man, all that shit. I feel like this guy was one of them, and like the only reason he was able to be joining the army because like I feel like Mobu would just dismiss him off his looks. It's just because he's a fucking
Yeah.
fighting prodigy. And, like,
Yeah, he
that's the only-
dismissed them and then he like fucked up some of Mobu's top guys and he's like, oh,
Yeah, he
shit.
was like, "Oh shit, all right."
Push Mobile to
Showed
mid
me,
diff
and
himself,
then-
you know?
He
Then when-
became
once-
the new lieutenant.
Once Moten became a general, he like gave him as a gift because like he can because his adjutant died. The guy that looks over Moten, he can take like he gave him a strong guy that can look over him as well, which is this guy. He does not strike me as like a strategical person. He could be, but
He strikes me
I
as
wanna-
both.
Yeah,
I
he's
ain't
like
yeah.
a fucking. I'm telling you, bro.
Disrespect,
This
bro.
man's gonna have like white eyes first, like kick Shinju's ass.
Hey man,
So watch.
let the pre niggas be pre niggas, bro. Let Moten live.
Bro.
At the
Bruh.
I'm kind
Man,
of
it look
upset
like-
that Rikuzen didn't like become his lieutenant. You know what
That's
I
what
mean?
I'm saying.
Yeah,
He's
for
got
real?
stronger
Did he
than
get pushed back or
Rikuzen.
something? Like, what the fuck?
This
I
dude's a
don't even
monster,
know,
bro.
bro.
I'm telling
I
you.
can
this dude's a
understand that,
monster.
Tom, but the way I'm thinking about it is I think it's pretty safe to say Akakin's gonna join Ohan. So if he does and Akakin's his lieutenant, Akakin's a fucking monster and Rikusen can't really like live up to
I
that.
see that. I see
Yeah,
that. I
least-
see that.
A Kakin level, bro. Not
So like
at
the
least.
Aizen guy is the Akakin equivalent, and
That-
then Rikusen is like the Kanjo.
That's that dude who be
Okay.
looking all crazy all the time, right?
fucking
Yeah.
horsebender.
Yeah.
That's that guy.
Yeah.
Fucking walking on air, dude. Fuck that dude.
A damn prodigy.
Bro, the man he literally he's a monster, bro. He stayed 1,000-man commander for so long, just cause.
Personality.
He's,
He-
he's in the 1,000-man commander and better than Raido Club. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. He's better than Raido, but that's it. Yeah, but this was a sick interaction. Like, I like that whole like. I like how they were honest with how they felt about Riboku not dying, but like Moten
Yeah.
called out Shin for being a child by like saying that loudly.
Yeah, I like how he called out his selfishness. He's like, I get that you want to like have a glorious battle with him and like have it have some meaning to being a GG, but people will die for that to happen. So like you're kind of being like fucking selfish as shit. Like Riboku dying would mean that a lot of people don't have to fucking die in that battle.
Yeah.
It to me
I did-
that shows the difference in mind states on the high, like, because Moten's always been a strategic mind, bro. You feel me? So he takes full consideration, and like you see how 10 was doing that whole battle inside her head about how much people got to die for them to achieve the goal.
Yeah.
He always is doing that same type of thing. You feel me? Whereas in Shin, it's like we're gonna go to battle and then we see how much casualties we have at the
On
end.
some
You know?
Kill shit. Like just sacrifice people for them
Yeah.
to win. But
Can I
yeah, I
call
also
out
kind
one
of
thing,
like
though?
how he was like honest. Like even though Moten called him out for it, Moten even said like kind of sucks the way he's going out, seeing how because it just shows the great respect they have for Riboku as a person.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
that was a really dope moment from Moten.
But you see, wouldn't it, if Roboku does come out and Shuriken changes his plan, it wouldn't make sense because Roboku will start fortifying the whole inner Zao with all his men, and that would just make it even harder from there. So
I think you're like when he comes, if he joins the war, it's not gonna be like give him time to fortify. It's like whatever was being fortified has been fortified, and now we're just going ham. And I truly think that even though they know he might get executed, I think that when they're saying it's like it's gonna be hard, I think they're and counting Riboku joining in whichever fashion that he does.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it
so.
wouldn't make sense for sure. He can't to plan for so long and like all his whole plans
That's
revolving
why
around
he's taking so
Riboku.
long, just like accommodate for every possibility. Which
It's
includes
possible that
Riboku.
like they attack Wei, and in the meantime, Osun's like slowly sieging Kantan. Like let's say like literally a fucking year. He's just grinding them down.
That's what I want to see. Like
Mm.
I want them like to have like a. Remember how it's like a best of both worlds now? Where, like we want them to actually go somewhere else, but also they still continuing their surge on Kantan. But like if Riboku's back, I don't want to be sidetracked by a Wei invasion. I just want to see Riboku
For
right
real.
away and not
I
fight.
don't.
I understand that, but we already saw Riboku for a long ass arc. I feel like it's good to just get some new villains for
I'll
like
get
a
Shiba
small
Show.
time being.
World building wise
Fine.
too. Like I want to see who like Yohime became and who she has with her now, and like hopefully, like fingers crossed, actually competent people outside of her in Wii. Like, come on,
Yeah,
you can't
but
just
we
have
should be
her.
seeing Shiba Show, and then if we do fight Zao next, like
Oh,
he should
I think
definitely
he
come up.
came.
Shiba Show, no,
Yeah.
but the king's gonna die.
See,
soon,
I don't think
so-
he came because I think he's gonna come because Riboku like has a talk with him and convinces him,
Yeah.
and he
But
hasn't
the
had
king
the chance
dies, and
to.
then he just
What
joins
if
them.
he comes to free Riboku? But that feels like unlike
Bro,
him.
that would be
Like, I don't
fucking
think he would.
crazy. I'd love that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be sick. Like, oh, we took account for everybody. Like, we dwindle them down, and they get like a fucking huge reinforcement of like possibly a top 5 nigga coming down. Like a 3 heaven. Like they offered the job to him before, and he's coming down on them. And I feel like just him alone, just through like his reputation, which I think spread throughout Zao. Maybe not, because no one knew about him. If it did, it will like swing some people to the side of Ruboku in comparison to the king, his loyalists and shit.
no,
Bro,
no
what
one
if it's
does.
like a Hoken
bro.
moment? Because the fat guy, he was like, all right, my life is in danger, but your life is guaranteed. Like, you're good. But then we got like a fucking Hoken pulling up to kill moment. Like, Shiba Show's just cutting down like 500, 600 people. And like, he's casual about it. They're like, we can't stop him. What's going on? Who is this guy?
It's gonna be. It's not like Ruboku got fucking tortured. It's gonna be like fucking Gus, uh, freeing Griffith type shit, bro. They're gonna come to him, yo, how's it going? Like having a normal chat after he fucking kills the entire content security to free Ruboku. That'd
Yeah.
be dope.
The actual like espionaging, it would have been cool if we got more tactics of it instead of just seeing the scenes, but I'm fine with what we got. I find it kind of weird how the ninjas, they were like, I don't know if they were actually serious. Like they said they were gonna kill fucking children, just so Riboku would
Yeah.
fucking just to give his like location. I feel like there was just a bluff, but if it is, and I'm interested in like how different they think from Riboku, because I don't think Riboku would fucking want that.
I don't know. He wouldn't
Yeah.
want that, but like he. I feel like if it's like defending Zao, I feel like he would stoop to that level and like kill children and shit. Not like the same way Kaki did, but I can't ever see Roku doing that.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I
yeah,
mean, Riboku has done a lot of fucked up shit for Zao, so
Yeah, for sure.
it's
Yeah,
not
like,
out of the possibility, but I don't know.
I just like how they're actually like running. Like I just like the internal struggle actually being shown. Like you said, tactics would be nice.
Yeah.
But seeing Shinji just say like cut it off his head and like put it like somewhere anybody could see. That was a dope moment. Like they're killing everybody, like telling the world they're coming for Roboku.
I'm happy he's leading the inside. You know, he's leading over book
Kane
support.
taking
and
L's
shit.
again, dude.
So Suju said, all I need is 10 men. Let's ride.
Yeah, the 10 spears we made. They'll have spears too, maybe.
My thing is how the fact that it's been 5 months or probably more than 5 months now. The whole advance of just trying to go for Canton. What have they been doing like during those 5 months and until like Shin's group's coming?
They were saying they were like Moten said they're heavily reinforcing inner Zao, so like the top guys they're like expecting Kin to attack because Riboku's not there. So they're spending time
Okay.
reinforcing it with anybody they can. They're calling every soldier back to Kantan.
I also think it's good for the soldiers to get some rest.
Yeah.
And maybe since
They're
like a
fully
lot of people
healthy.
died,
Yeah.
like reorganize the troops.
Yeah, and then also during the same time, like Shinjiju is like telling the world that like if Riboku's not released, we're fucking turning the entire people that we have defending Kantan against Kantan. So, like I like that part.
Right.
It's like a political struggle on some Ryufi LSI shit back then. Way more violent.
LSI.
Yeah, he fucking sucks, dude.
Lucky Fiji, isn't
What do
he?
you guys think of? Just showing that SSJ is Roboku's right hand rather than Bananji, given that
I
he's
don't know.
leading
But
the
I'm
ball.
probably doing some shit like for Ruboku as well in terms of the reinforcing, the fortifying and stuff. But
I doubt it because he has no contact with him though, so he shouldn't really be doing anything for him.
no, I'm saying not for Ruboku, but like in Ruboku's stead, if that makes sense. Like trying to
Oh,
defend, get ready for the war that's coming up.
that's
I don't
possible.
think this signifies him as being his right hand. Just like this is SSJ type shit to do, like the espionage stuff. You know,
It's not really
assassination.
espionage though. It's like he's leading everything like, regarding Roboku in Kanton though. You know what I'm saying? Like all his
Oh yeah, you
political
did
supporters
inside
are being
content.
led by
Yeah,
SSJ as
okay,
well.
okay.
And SSJ is a quiet guy to be honest. So
Nah, just been dude see some shit, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, he's ready too.
I don't think maybe he is his right hand man. Either way, I feel like they're both on equal standing with Ruboku.
yeah,
As Kane as
definitely.
well.
I don't know. It's hard to say because of course we've gotten more Bananji, so he's more impressive so far. But we'll
That's
see.
Well,
just
one eye now.
you say?
Well, one eye now.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
he did lose an eye.
Maybe you never know. I could have both. Who knows?
I don't think it was confirmed he lost his eye, right? I don't. Maybe he
Yeah,
did.
I mean, not exactly, but I'm pretty sure he did.
The way that shit looked, it looked like he lost that eye, boy.
I wouldn't be
how is that
surprised
very
either way.
like
Christian
really?
Rio,
Yeah.
bro. Another fanboy for fucking Jockers hype up.
Let's fucking
What I
go,
say?
boys.
Yeah, I'm just like glad the way this is like a good chapter where they just set the table of what's happening, what's been happening, what we can expect in the future. And now next chapter is gonna be is there a break next chapter? I don't know if there is, but it's gonna be where we truly kick off. Maybe go back to Shohyuku and he's gonna tell a plan, or like maybe we see Osen and what he thinks of the situation.
Yeah, maybe we'll
I
see
can't,
some Shin and Ohan interactions.
I
I
kind of
feel
want
like
to
we
keep
will
it.
go Kantan
Bro,
stuff.
I love that
Yeah, I
Shin
want to
got
keep.
like.
Yeah, I agree with you, Cash. I could see it being all content stuff, just one full chapter of the struggle and like the conclusion of it.
I would
Before we
like
start.
that.
Yeah. Overall, a sick chapter. I don't know if that's the end of it, but the
Yeah.
end of it is trash because of fucking King and Kid.
Yeah, what were you gonna say, Tom?
I love that finally Shin got long sleeves. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, those sleeves look dope.
dying. We've been dying for this man to have new threads, bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
Like, he finally got
until
something.
you mentioned it, I almost forgot. I'm fucking pissed that he doesn't have like some new Osen type armor or just some new armor in general. But the sleeves are
He
like a
literally-
start.
I mean, yeah.
He has to hit up
Yeah.
Osen's, bro, and like tell him, yo, make me some shit, like make me look dapper.
How do you look at
I
Osen
feel
and you're
like-
like, damn, that armor? Like I kind of want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even like any
I don't-
like except Mobile, but like all these Conky as well looks fresh as hell with purple armor. If it's purple,
Even
like,
Mobu's
just-
look fresh.
yeah, get like some
Oh
freaking
yeah.
flush shit on your neck. I don't think that's like Shin's level, but definitely like give him some sick ass armor like Osen does. Besides the mask, that's gay.
Give my man a cape. Give him a cape.
Yo, a minimum a cape. Like, come on.
Hey, y'all remember that last time we were talking about that sword, bro? That sword ain't never coming off his back, man.
I want to. I mean, it's cool to have like a sword fighting Shin was pretty sick though. Glaive is dope, but sword fighting Shin was nice.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
I
waiting.
agree.
I'm telling you, when he pick up the shield and the sword, it's gonna be disgusting.
Gonna
Full
be on like some
Spartan
fucking
mode
Spartan
out there.
shit.
Yeah,
Like, he needs more.
Dude, I want to see
He
like
needs more. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say some dumb shit. Go ahead.
I feel like he needs more more proficiency, like with the glaive, though. You know.
Nah, I feel like he
More-
should be good now. He fought Hoken. That's some hockey glow up right there. Like, I don't think he's gonna need any more training than just going to a life and death with Hoken.
Mm,
I don't know, maybe like
Maybe.
some kinks and shit, but like Hoken was like the epitome of martial might, who's been using the glaive all his life. He was able to contend with and kill.
yeah.
That's crazy. Guillaume slapped him around though.
man. Look, we just know he done. He's not done with the glaive, but he done maxed his potential, bro. When you get the panel of him and Oki together and they doing the big arms
I mean,
of war shit. You feel me? You know what time it is with that glaive.
Yeah.
For real. She ain't gonna have everyone running soon, man.
I want to see like if Osen armies and like Yatama armies got like reinforced with men, but You never know. Possibly see the second best spearman in the world, the Saki clan leader. You know what I'm saying? So like shit like that would be dope, you know. Story.
Yeah, I don't know if they got reinforced with men, but I think they reorganized their troops. Like, I think the Mako soldiers will probably go under Eiko. That's my impression because of how much Eiko's army shrunk down.
Fucking invincible army gets more invincible.
Facts, dude. Love to see it.
Jeez, dude. Mako's army didn't even take any losses after the first day or whatever. But they're chilling.
Yes. Kissy did nothing for 2 weeks. Oh my god.
Garbage player, man.
For real. But yeah, Tama has that 200k men now or something, doesn't she? Cause,
Oh yeah, she got buffed.
She's army's crazy.
She probably has like around 80k. Something like
I
that.
doubt that. She has a whole city's worth of men, like.
Not everyone joins.
Maybe like
the other
100K.
parties to stay home and shit.
Oh, true. Something to stay.
It's not gonna force anybody to like join her. Does it?
Mm.
But yeah, I think we
That's
pretty
good.
much covered everything. Unless someone
Yeah.
wants to bring up some more topics.
That was like a cold and concise chapter. So yeah, I feel like we could like I gave you the we covered everything.
Mm.
Definitely liked it more than the last chapter. I feel like it's set up for great things to come, hopefully.
Yeah. Last
Dude.
chapter just felt like a lot to be like desired. Not a lot, but a decent amount. This chapter is
But-
like last chapter and this chapter could have been merged as one. If the beginning of the whole chapter was this and they go to like the content shit after.
It's
Some
hard
of
to
it,
keep
like-
your fucking
Yeah.
expectations in check and like actually look at the chapter without like taking into account how disappointed you are. Because man, that last
True.
chapter could have been so much
Very,
more,
very
but
true.
it was still
very
good.
true.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
this is like when I read the spoilers for this chapter, I was just so hyped, dude. It wasn't like any super action shit. It was just like straight
Information.
I was just
Mhm.
so glad that they're going through with the regicide.
Yeah.
Dude,
Exposition,
I
bro.
am too.
Information.
that
don't-
SSJ Shinsuiji dude, bro, he's a savage, bro. The man was leaving heads on spikes, bro. Like, bro,
Yeah,
the
that's
man.
cocky, bro.
Who would you guys want to kill the king? Would you
He
want it to
learned
be
that from
Shinsuju?
himself. He's a
know.
fucking
I want
mountain man.
I want freaking one of the kids to revolt and stab him in the neck.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking too.
I'd be
not gonna
just
happen.
dudes
I
for
want-
sure.
I want Shiba Show to come and kill him. That's his name.
I think no matter who it is, it would be dope. If it was Fute, if it was
gonna
Kane, if
be
it
a
was
sick
Banaji,
moment.
Shinsuju,
He's gonna
Shibasho.
shit his pants. He's gonna shit his
That
pants.
did that's who I was looking for. We ain't see him, did we?
Cool.
Coach would be the
Fute.
first track.
Fute.
I doubt. Yeah, Fute's been
Fute,
cool.
oh.
Yeah, and he's a ninja and everything. He has the ninja like outfit, but he ain't doing the ninja mission.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's
he won't
that's
take it out
what
like Kanye did though. So yeah,
Why did it take 5 months for
See-
them to just to do it though?
takes time.
see.
but
That's what I was saying to myself, though. You feel me, Junkins? But I said, bro, okay, maybe they put him on his own solo mission. Like let them all do the distractions, and he go in and get it done.
I could see that.
Mhm.
But the way it was portrayed, it didn't seem to me like Kane was like, okay, we're just a distraction. Like it seemed like Kane was so desperate because she thought she needed to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just
I
overreacted.
feel like
bro.
she just wants to do it because she's like thinks she cares about Ruboku the most and understands
Yeah.
the most and shit like that. Fucking
For
wants
real.
to
I think
take-
Kocho will kill the king though, because I think like, out of everyone, he's the one that could like, actually get to the king, because like the king still trusts him, I guess, and everyone else is like Roboku's men. So I doubt
it would make
they'll
sense for
force their
Kojo
way towards the king, because they'll have to go through like thousands of guys just to
as
get to
the
the king.
guardian deity of the city. He's protecting the city by killing fucking Kojo.
Mhm.
Some poetic shit, dude. Plus, like he
Yep.
seems like he's about that shit, but he gives no fucks. He's like,
For
I'm killing
real?
you right now. So say less.
But I feel like they'd have to talk to the prince though, because if they do want to kill the king, you know what I'm saying?
Make Ruboku king, bro. Fuck the prince.
That would be dope, but Reebok
I
would
don't
never
care.
accept it.
Yeah, I don't care
Mhm.
about the prince. Fuck kings in general, man.
Yeah, Rook will become king recruit also, you know what I'm saying?
Stop. Join me, like, and I was just like, okay, sure, bro. I killed him.
Oh, he gives him the Conky situation and lets him die in the battlefield. You know what I'm saying?
Sends him against Kanki and lets him die. You know,
Oh man. But yeah, I think that's a good place to wrap it up with Draco,
Yeah.
Wank, and Conky. Good chapter.
What?
Looking
what
forward
was
to
he
things to
wanking
come.
Kanki? That's-